Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we can take a look at, Tentacruel. You know, it's not the most common Pokemon right now in the meta, but maybe it has some play, and you might ask yourself, why am I even powering up in Tentacruel for Ultra League level? Because this Pokemon was already powered up for me. I already powered it up to 2400 something. Way back in the day, I think like 2017, when I got this thing, because this was the first ever 100% Pokemon I caught in Pokemon Go, which is kind of funny. And back in the days, I just thought, okay, 100% better, you won't gonna get anything better than that, I'm just gonna power it up right away. It was also like in the top side of my journey for like most of the time back in the day there, so kind of funny, but yeah, I just wanted to give it a try again and see what it can do right now in the current meta. Yeah, I would lie to you if I say this thing is amazing, or like if I would say I went positive with that. I did not. I think I went 3 times 2 and 3 with this thing, and with 3 different teams. That's why I also don't see a team on the right side, just only the Tentacrruel and the IV set of that. But yeah, it's definitely not as great as most people would expect, but it's actually fun to use. Like, there are some games you literally see like what it can do if it has like good alignment, and it's actually super decent, as we have like double boosted moveset here with Poison Jab boosted and Acid Spray boosted after the last attack changes there. And yeah, we played with some different teams. Here we used double poison. Didn't really work out because we saw so many Swampert. So I changed it back later on, and then it also didn't work out because we saw a lot of Jellicent, which was bad against the next team we're gonna play. Also a bit bad against this team, but not as bad. But yeah, currently I don't really like the meta anyway. It's just like a really horrible meta to play for me. And I don't know. I actually still kind of enjoyed using Tentacruel, even though I went like negative with it. Like for me, always like if I go negative in a day, which is rarely right now, like usually I get like either positive or like kind of neutral right now. But I'm like already at high elo and I don't really want Q time, so I don't really mind tanking a bit again. So what I kind of always like thought when I lose a lot of matches, like, oh no, I actually like don't really enjoy that. But actually I enjoy like using different Pokemon again. Like before, like I also never really cared about what rating I have, but I think it's always changed anyway. When I had Legend, like then I have to care, I don't care about my elo anymore anyway, like completely. Right now I just want to have like, be like close at least to like the top ranks. And yeah, it's still, I'm like, it's still 2700 right now. I was like a bit higher today, I think like 2780 I started or something like that. I mean, we have like the first few legends already this season. We are in the second like period of the league, so there's no pressure at all. Like if you're right now like at 2100, you can still all get legend. This is like, don't care about ego at this point of the time. We're still like, we are 23 days in basically right now, so there is really no pressure right now, definitely not. And the most important games are like the last games of the season, and we also don't have the Canter Cup this season, which is super solid for us, as we don't have to basically waste a week without elo, which is good. And yeah, here we have a different team now. We have the Swampert in the back shadow and the Machamp shadow in the back, which is pretty decent, as we basically we lose a lot against Galarian Sunfist with the Jellicent in the lead, which was like my main problem with the thing. But we have like 2 good answers in the back with that. But the one problem here, again, you might have seen that, Jellicent. I have not even one Pokemon that can really do anything against Jellicent. Swampert is kinda decent-ish in the 2 shields, I think, because they kinda outspeed him. But other than that, not really good. Here my opponent is Politoed. I just hope that my opponent runs Blizzard. Blizzard is the better move type, by the way. Don't waste your Elite Team on that. I wasted my Elite Team on Politoed. Was not worth it. And of course, I just hope that this is a Blizzard, like, who runs Earthquake. Of course, my opponent runs Earthquake, because why not? But yeah, I also run Earthquake on my Politoed, but I rather won't like to run Blizzard at this point of time. So here we're just gonna try to get some extra energy. We can survive in weather ball easily, but I don't really want to get hit by a second one, and my opponent gets there one move before I can counter him down. Really lucky for me right now. Everything is super good and fine, and here we go for the bait at least. And now we can go for the actual rock slide, and see, and this gonna KO the lone Ninetales at this point, and it does not. I thought like always rock slide would do way more against Ninetales, but Ninetales is so bulky. Do you have a Ninetales already built? Should I make a video on Ninetales? I think I made videos in the past on Ninetales. I have like one build which has not good IV, but at least it's built. And yeah, I could make a video on that, but usually currently I try to avoid the crazy meta ones, like not really trying to use just the A9 right now, which is like the craziest core there. I have both of them, but I don't really want to use them, as I see them like on my opponent's team like 4 out of 5 every set. It's just like everywhere. So yeah, I don't know if you are interested in like a Jellicent team or a A9 team. I think A9 more than Jellicent. I think A9 is like way easier to get the XL candy for. But yeah, here we just have to go for the acid spray. This is like the game where I realized, oh no, this thing completely wrecks my whole team. Yeah, really good for us, of course. And what we're gonna try to do now is shield once and go for the Hydro Pump. And I think that would KO my opponent, but maybe I should have actually tried to bait him here. I don't know. It's also maybe not the wisest play here. But you see already, we put him to half health there, which is crazy. And here I make a mistake, which cost me the game in the end. I went into my Machamp instead of my Swampert against the Magnet. With my Swampert, I could have also just farmed him all the way down. But I just thought the Steel typing, I thought, okay, I'm just going to go into my Machamp as I can counter them down. Wrong play. Just the wrong play again. Really sad, but just how it is. And now you have to go into your Swampert and swap out in time on the Shadow Ball. Actually gonna go for the Hydro Cannon to get some time from the clock, because I definitely have to stack swap here, which I'm able to do, which is really good for me. And now depends what he has in the back. It's gonna be a Ferrothorn, and if I just had my Machamp still in the back, I would have been able to win this game. But I don't. My next opponent has the Hypno here, and I switch to my Umbreon now, which is a bit better in my opinion than the Machamp in the end. Also, like, you have like something that baits out the fairy types, as the fairy types don't really want to see the Tentacruel. And yeah, also I really did want to change my graphic for the right side at least. Right now I have only one Pokemon there, so it looks a bit different anyway. But like, if I have a team setting again, I think I'm gonna see if I can change some stuff around there, as this is basically like the look we had like the last few months as like the look I started with on YouTube anyway. I changed nothing from like the second or third video or something, which is not the best thing. So maybe I'm just gonna change up a bit and see what I can do. Do you like the icons? I think that might help some people, as like sword for attack, the shield for defense, and the heart for HP. I think that's kind of decent there. And yeah, what do I want to say? Oh, tomorrow is gonna be a very interesting video. Tomorrow on Friday, we're gonna take a look at the new Element Cup. I made a really, I mean, it's like 21 minutes long or something video, where it took like, it took me so long to actually get that video out, but I finally basically cut it all. And here my opponent goes into the Hypno. The time runs out right now. We can go for one move, can farm him down, and the time runs out. We win because I have one more Pokemon than my opponent. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna take a look at the Element Cup. I made a video for 10 Pokemon you can invest in, why you should invest in this cup, and also 5 teams you might want to run. So be hyped for that. Also tomorrow, the same time I always upload. Actually, like right now, like the time is like 1 hour before I usually upload. There's some time thingies, like I have a reason for that, but I think that's better at my current time. That's like 2 PM at my time. And here I had my opponent has the Escavalier. Escavalier is completely garbage for this team. Like, it is so strong against me. But we get the shield here, which is interesting if we can get to another move here. But Escavalier beats my lead and my Umbreon in the back, which is kind of bad for us. But here we go into the Umbreon. We can shield once. And now Defense Valier is in the back, actually. Most SCAFs have like a water type in the back. I don't know what he had before there because I was talking about different stuff. Here I can just go for the foul play, gonna be able to KO this SCAF, and my opponent has a Swamp Bit in the back end. We're completely screwed here as we have a Tentacruel, but can this Tentacruel survive this? By the way, this Tentacruel is slightly XL, I think it's like 5 power-ups or something. We can actually survive an Earthquake from the Swamp Out because of that. We can go for the beautiful Acid Spray and Deathless Foul Play now do enough because we have him double debuffed. Spoiler, it won't, but we survive here with 1 HP. I just want to see how much it's gonna do now. And there's a decent amount, like with that it's at least 2 shot. And my next opponent runs Charizard on the lead. Sadly not Fire Spin would be way better for me. I'm just gonna bait him here with the Acid Spray, as we're gonna be able to get a shield there because we were already at the Hydro Pump. We don't have to shield anything here, you can go for the Blast Burn. I'm just gonna go for another Acid Spray at this point, because I kinda want to farm him down. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown that and should have just shielded and farmed him all the way down without. I think that would be possible as well. Maybe it was not possible though, I don't know. Then my opponent goes into the Umbreon. What I'm just gonna do here is let this go, or we farm a bit down. My opponent has a Ninetales now in the back with a Charm. I also like Charm Ninetales, to be honest. I think they're a really good Pokemon. And here we're just gonna go for the Hydro Cannon. Hope that he does not shield here, because we kinda want to have this matchup gone, and he does not shield. We sadly don't get to the Hydro Cannon there. Maybe I should have 1-for-1 more matchup before. But now he has a shield, but I have more health than him, and he also has our worst Umbreon, which is interesting. So we should be able to win this matchup. This matchup is, by the way, a bit faster than the matchups before. I think I made it to like 3 times the speed instead of 2 times the speed. As, yeah, this takes like forever to do this matchup here. It's just like so horrible. And yeah, that's when you run Umbreon. I mean, Umbreon is like one of the best Pokemon, but yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna run next. Tomorrow's gonna be a different video, so I might gonna run Bishop. Bishop is something that people wanted to see. Maybe I run Bishop on like Open on Saturday or something. Let's see. Here I have a Shadow Dragonite against us on lead. We can go for the Acid Spray, and we can definitely win this in the 1 shields, I'm pretty sure. I think I have to shield once and win this matchup. Here we can just go for the debuff. My opponent does not swap out. He does definitely get to another move here, but we can just farm down and then have an Acid Spray for whatever he has in the back. And we're kind of low already. My opponent went into the Swampert. I'm going to swap out this time because I don't want the Swampert to allow that farm. My opponent swaps out into Berserker. Does not really look that good for us right now, sadly. Berserker with Iron Head, really interesting. Usually I run like Close Combat and Foul Play, but I see the Iron Head play in this current meta. As this now, if it has Foul Play as well, it's actually super interesting now. Maybe we should run this as well with this moveset, Foul Play and Iron Head, as you be able to counter the, what's it called? The Alone Ninetales as well as the Jellicent with this thing now, so actually a really interesting moveset. So here we're just gonna dive to an Earthquake, super cool. If I shield there, I think I would have been better off. I don't know, maybe I should have shielded, maybe I shouldn't. Here I just hope that he is not baiting me, and he is, I mean, I hope that he is baiting me, but he does not bait me, which is bad for me. Now I just have to go to 3 Hydro Cannons to maybe win this matchup here. I get to 1 here, I need 1 more match shot for that. My opponent got a match shot through, so I don't really want to allow him that. They swap out. And I die with 1 match shot before the move, which is kind of bad, but that's how it is. Tentacruel next against Nidoqueen, it dies again. Like, I think there's like nearly no lead where Nidoqueen is super good against other than Alolan Ninetales, as you resist every move from Alolan Ninetales, so no one runs Psyshock in this league. And here my opponent goes into the Umbreon here. And I think this is actually a really interesting game now. Let me see. Goes for the Foul Play. I'm just gonna go for the Hydro Cannon, and I can outspam this thing like easily. He needs 12 and 9 turns for his moves. I need 10 and 8 turns for my moves, so I always basically outspeed him by 1 or 2 moves, or yeah, I can just get to another move and gonna be able to get the last shield here as well. And my opponent goes for 1 move, I'm just gonna no shield. And now, because I know that he has Nidoqueen in the back, and I think he has like either Obstagoon or Scrafty in the back, I'm just gonna go to the Nidoqueen and the what's it called? I forgot the name now. Tentacruel. the Tentacruel and farm him all the way down. If he goes into the Nidoqueen, we have the Hydro Pump now. And he has no shields. So that's gonna take a chunk of him and put him really low already. And I'm gonna shield here, and it's a Poison Fang. I was not really counting the moves before, so that's my bad. And what I'm gonna do here now is I'm just gonna see how much this Foul Play is gonna do. It does more, as it wouldn't have got to the Hydro Pump, I think. So I'm just gonna go for the Acid Spray. Gonna swap out now. Try to hit some last resource with the debuff against the debuffed Scrafty, and the Acid Spray really comes in clutch right now. And I don't think there's anything my opponent can do now. Maybe like catch a move later on, but this is gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you tomorrow for the Element Cup meta analysis, and then we're gonna see which Pokemon are gonna be the best there. I'm actually hyped for the next weeks, as we're gonna have like double Stardust, which is like really important for a lot of people, so you should get like a good Element Cup team anyway. And I kinda want to get back into Master League, and I have a really spicy Pokemon I want to use there, so see you next videos.